What's up YouTube, Jackson Let's Get 12 here, and today I thought I'd create a little shortcut menu for you guys and go in depth what everything means and basically how you create it. So let's get started. The first thing, if you don't know how to create a batch file, is you want to go down to your start button right here and type in Notepad. And this should pop up. Now, I'm going to make it full screen. And you can start out by saying, by typing @ like the @ symbol, and then echo off. Now what this means is basically anything you type from here on, if it doesn't have an echo in front of it, it won't display it, like as in the program itself. So next let's create a color for it. Now, I can go into my color IDs. We can take a look at it. Okay, so these are all the colors, and if you the first two hex digits, the first one is the background, the second one is the type. So for the background, let's do a black, or no, let's do a light blue, so a 9, and a red, so 94. So then you go into here, you'll type the word color, and then, what was it, 94. Now, type title, and name it whatever you want. I'm just going to name this, the short cuts, YouTube time. Now, you'll see this later, so just keep that in mind. And then, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to name the program. I forgot one thing up here. Put a colon and then name it whatever you want. So I'm going to name it start. And that'll come in handy later. That's naming it the page. So the color obviously makes the color different. The title, you see how up here it says Untitled Notepad? Well, when we go into the program, it'll say, or wait, what am I doing? See up here how it says Untitled Notepad? After you press title, this will be what shows up there. And it won't be Notepad. Now, something else we're going to do right here is we're going to name another start. So I'm going to put start 2. And then type the word CLS. And what CLS means is it's for clear screen, and it'll clear the screen from all this. Now, what we can get into is the shortcuts. So for a shortcut, I'm going to put, you have to type echo first, which means it'll print it. I'm going to type YouTube. What the heck just happened? I'm going to type YouTube.com, and then you have to make something right next to it to tell it what to type for that. Like, an instance, you have to type 1 to get it to go to YouTube, because that's how I want it to go to YouTube.com. Now let's just do one more to show, and this one will be, I don't know, yahoo.com or something. I'll just Google or whatever. Now, that's all fine. That's done now. Now, to make it so 1 and 2 work, you have to type this. The word set /p space op equals choice. Well, you don't have to write that, but I'm going to write that. Or I'm going to type website. This means it'll show up for website, and then type another colon. And then type if %op percent equals 1. So that's saying if I type 1 and then say start youtube.com. So if I type 1, it'll start youtube.com. If I type anything else, it'll exit out of the program. Now, do the same thing. If percent op percent equals 2, start google.com. There you go. Now we can control save that. I can press Control S whenever it decides to load here. And I'm just gonna put it on my desktop. And we're gonna name it, why is my computer's being really slow right now? And name it YouTube Short Cut. And then type .bat and go down here and press all files and press save. Now we can exit out of this and go right here, and it loads up blue with a red. It's hard to see it. And if you want to go to YouTube, we press 1. I'm sorry guys, but when I checked it, there were some things I did wrong, so let me go over it. One thing you have to do is when you press start, it has to be your default browser that it goes to, and you have to put a space between if and percent, and if you don't do that, it'll mess up. I think that's pretty much all I did. So now let's save it and go into it, and we'll press YouTube and enter. I'll start up YouTube because Mozilla Firefox is my default browser. Now if I were to go to Internet Explorer, and I don't know how many times it asks you this, but I don't think it does for internet, but I'm not sure. It'll ask you to set your default browser, and if I press yes, yep. I press yes then exit out of it, and press 1 for YouTube. The heck? Oh, it's just like, now it'll be under Windows Internet Explorer. So it all depends on what your default browser is. But I will also be teaching you how to do something else real quick. And that will be to make it so it doesn't close after you press 1. So all you have to do is write GoTo, GOTO, and then colon, and then whatever you put up here. And then save that. And now if I were to press something, it would stay open, but it'd still pop up and it'd still be open. Now there's one more thing that I would like to show you that I figured out you can do. You can write here, if we type echo 3 and then exit, if you put another if percent op percent equals 3, go to you can have it go to what I'm going to name ext. Now what you do is you go down here and then you type colon ext, and then you type MSG, or MSG I think it is, star, and then your message. So I'm going to name it goodbye, and then type exit, the word just exit, and save that. Now when we go into it, if you press exit, it'll close. Probably did something wrong, of course. MSG, I don't think it's MSG, I think it's text, I'm not sure. No, it's MSG. Oh, I won't do it because my computer's too old. Had to talk to my dad there for a minute, but wanted to look at this because this is a program I created for my teacher, and it's kind of big. I won't be going through all this today, but yeah, it doesn't work for this one either, even though that one should. Hold on 1 second, sorry about this. Do I even have an EXT on here? No, I don't, but I have one in... How am I looking? No. Where is it? Bad stuff. There it is. And then test exit. On. Oh, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't do it on my computer. That's weird. Anyway, what should happen is if you're on Windows 7, a box should pop up and say, like, and mine goodbye, and then press OK. So, yeah. Let's see. Is there anything really else we can add to this? I don't really know. But now if you press it, it'll just exit. I'm trying to think of some other cool things we can do. Anyway, you can keep adding these. Oh, for a password. This is pretty cool. It's not something that many people know of, but if we were to go down another one and type if %op% equals, and then type your password. So my password's gonna be Jackson. And then type go to or start facebook.com. And if that doesn't work, just type echo. We're gonna actually get rid of my mouse isn't there. We're actually gonna get rid of this right now. And then type echo wrong password. Please try again. Actually, we'll just have it exit. Now if we go into here, and we only see them three. If I type Jackson and enter, I cannot find facebook.com. Dang it, I forgot to put that. Now if I try it, once I type that, it will disappear, and Facebook should pop up. There you go. But what I was gonna do is you'd have to design all this. But what I was gonna do is then it's gonna do it for all of them, but it's okay. Then you could type right here, echo wrong password, and then plot. And once you type Jackson, if you get it, say you don't get it, J. It'll say wrong password, press any key to continue, and it'll close. So this has been my video on a kind of a shortcut thing and a little bit of a password tutorial. Hope you guys liked. My name's Jackson Kutzka 12, and I'm out.